The president insisting he knew nothing about the $130,000 paid to the adult film star by his attorney, Michael Cohen, to keep her from talking about their alleged relationship more than a decade ago.
The man who claims to live his life by the Bible cheated on his wife with an adult film actress.
Good evening. Good evening. Here we are, the White House Correspondents Dinner. Like a porn star says when she's about to have sex with a Trump, let's get this over with.
Comedian Michelle Wolf, quick to remind us.
I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it. Whoa. I did try and... She was married. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful... I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the...
The party that wants to police language is awfully silent on their leader, aren't they?
Of course, Trump isn't here, if you haven't noticed. He's not here. And I know I would drag him here myself, but it turns out the President of the United States is the one you're not allowed to grab. He said it first. Yeah, he did. You remember? Good.
How could we forget?
All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again.
The reason Trump and his Bible sales are interesting is because of the fine print here. This is the frequently asked questions page for this new Trump Bible. Is any of the money from this Bible going to the Donald J. Trump campaign for president? The answer is no. Despite the fact that Trump's ad for this Bible really feels like a political ad to make America pray again, etc. Despite that, money from the sale of these Bibles does not go to any political cause. It goes to a politician. It goes to Donald Trump.
The man is desperate for a buck. Why exactly?
People call Trump names all the time. And look, I could call Trump a racist or a misogynist or xenophobic or unstable or incompetent or impotent. But he's heard all of those and he doesn't care. So tonight, I'm going to try to make fun of the president in a new way, in a way that I think will really get him. Mr. President, I don't think you're very rich. Like, I think you might be rich in Idaho, but in New York, you're doing fine. Trump is the only person that still watches Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and thinks, me. Although I'm not sure you'd get very far. He'd get to like the third question and be like, I have to phone a Fox and Friend.
Wolf has a few thoughts on it.
We must understand that it is absurd that there are school districts throughout this country where there are major shortages of teachers. And if we understand the enormously important work that teachers do, that means, in my view, among many other things, that we should be paying public school teachers a minimum of at least $60,000 a year.
Senator Bernie Sanders has some ideas. Trump, meanwhile...
Trump's also an idea guy. He's got loads of ideas. You gotta love him for that. He wants to give teachers guns, and I support that, because then they can sell them for things they need, like supplies. A lot of protractors.
Wants to arm teachers, not increase pay nor supplies because he's bought by the gun lobby.
Don't Ask, Don't Tell was a successful compromise in 1993, and so that compromise should remain.
On this guy, she had a field day.
Mike Pence is what happens when Anderson Cooper isn't gay. Mike Pence is the kind of guy that brushes his teeth and then drinks orange juice and thinks, Mike Pence is also very anti-choice. He thinks abortion is murder, which, first of all, don't knock it till you try it. And when you do try it, really knock it. You know, you gotta get that baby out of there. And yeah, sure, you can groan all you want. I know a lot of you are very anti-abortion, you know, unless it's the one you got for your secret mistress. It's fun how values can waver.
Along with others who cling to do as I say, not as I do.
I want to challenge people watching tonight who don't wear red hats, don't consider themselves MAGA, don't consider themselves very strong political people. I want you to ask yourself how many times you've been lied to. Not just by this government, but how many times you've been lied to by the people whose job it is to tell you the truth in the media.
This is an incredible quote from a pathological liar. Thus, she's perfect for politics.
There's Kellyanne Conway. Man, she has the perfect last name for what she does. Conway. It's like if my name was Michelle Jokes, frizzy hair, small. You guys gotta stop putting Kellyanne on your shows. All she does is lie. If you don't give her a platform, she has nowhere to lie. It's like that old saying, if a tree falls in the woods, how do we get Kellyanne under that tree? I'm not suggesting she gets hurt, just stuck. Stuck under a tree. Incidentally, a tree falls in the woods is Scott Pruitt's definition of porn. Yeah, we all have our kinks.
We must continue to prioritize women's economic empowerment.
On another disappointment, Wolf has a take.
There's also, of course, Ivanka. She was supposed to be an advocate for women, but it turns out she's about as helpful to women as an empty box of tampons. She's done nothing to satisfy women. So I guess, like father, like daughter. Oh, you don't think he's good in bed. Come on. She does clean up nice, though. Ivanka cleans up nice. She's the diaper genie of the administration. On the outside, she looks sleek, but the inside, it's still full of shit.
She spent nearly 2 years as White House press secretary, lying on behalf of Donald J. Trump. I mean, she also smeared the women who accused him of sexual assault and harassment. She defended the caging of kids at the border as, quote, biblical. And she shared a doctored video to try and suggest CNN's Jim Acosta had pushed away a White House intern. He didn't.
The president in no way, form or fashion has ever promoted or encouraged violence.
A hilarious statement from the now governor of Arkansas, a sheer disgrace for many.
And of course, we have Sarah Huckabee Sanders. We are graced with Sarah's presence tonight. I have to say, I'm a little starstruck. I love you as Aunt Lydia on The Handmaid's Tale. Mike Pence, if you haven't seen it, you would love it. Every time Sarah steps up to the podium, I get excited because I'm not really sure what we're gonna get. You know, a press briefing, a bunch of lies, or divided into softball teams. It's shirts and skins, and this time don't be such a little bitch, Jim Acosta. And I'm never really sure what to call Sarah Huckabee Sanders. You know, is it Sarah Sanders? Is it Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Is it Cousin Huckabee? Is it Auntie Huckabee Sanders? Like, what's Uncle Tom but for white women who disappoint other white women? Oh, I know, Aunt Coulter.
Santa just is white. You know, I mean, Jesus was a white man too.
And then there's this lost soul, Megyn Kelly.
And of course, Megyn Kelly. What would I do without Megyn Kelly? You know, probably be more proud of women. Megyn Kelly got paid $23 million by NBC. Then NBC didn't let Megyn go to the Winter Olympics. Why not? She's so white, cold, and expensive, she might as well be the Winter Olympics. And by the way, Megyn, Santa's black. The weird old guy going through your chimney was Bill O'Reilly.
All right, y'all, a lot to get to. But first things first, if you can, please do become a channel member to support us. Go to youtube.com/TYT Sports and click the join tab. If you want to support the network as a whole, go to tyt.com/join. In addition, if you want to support me, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Also, I just noticed, and I just want to be very clear about this because the framing is just terrible here, That's Michael Jordan on a goat. It's so the head cut off, now you see where it is. As I'm doing these, I think it's just important to remember that comedians have this sense of immunity. And I know that she was given a lot of crap for the smoky eye joke, which was hilarious on her part and wrong on the reaction, mainly from conservatives, because they will participate in cancel culture and condemn anybody that doesn't align with them. As I said before, it's always do as I say, not as I do. But there is a sense of immunity from comedians where they can get away with a lot of things and also be truth tellers. I've talked about this in the past as well. When the invasion of Iraq happened, when George W. Bush was president, comedians were the ones on the front lines who were saying things like, hey, bad idea. You know what's going to happen here? They're going to kill a bunch of brown people, all for the military-industrial complex. And there are truth in a lot of the jokes that many comedians would have here as well, because her going after Megyn Kelly, her going after Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Kellyanne Conway, calling them essentially con artists and liars. They are conning people left and right. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, when she doesn't have the worst fashion of anybody in politics, is putting kids who are like 12, 13, 14 back to work. That's what you want? You want kids in the coal mines and working at Subway? That's ridiculous. You know what kids should be able to do? I remember seeing this great episode of Real Sports with Brian Gumbel, RIP to a phenomenal show that should not have been canceled. Partly Brian's doing because he put in like 20 some years, didn't want to come back, whatever. But like this show was incredible, and I honestly wish that I could launch that and reboot it. So it was a great episode of Real Sports that was talking about what kids are doing and how some of the best athletes are coming from Europe. And there was a country that they outlined that said they don't keep score. It was for the winter, one of the most successful countries when it comes to the Winter Olympics. They don't keep score, and they want kids to just enjoy it. When it comes to the classroom, they don't assign homework. They rank amongst the top countries in education. And I believe it was Finland. Real Sports and also Michael Moore did a documentary, respectively, on this country and its success. And yet here we are wanting to arm teachers. Here we are wanting kids to go back to the coal mines. I like also that she, did that joke on Kellyanne Conway because she is a pathological liar. She's a pathological liar. And the irony of her saying, you should know when the administration is lying to you. Diabolical stuff. It's fun to revisit these. It's fun to go over. It's also pretty depressing because clearly nothing has changed. And the will of the voter when it comes to people who support that ideology, the Sanderses, the Conways, the Kellys, the Trumps, the Pences, is that they are willing to be lied to be taken advantage of, and they sign up for it every election cycle.